There have been 6 wildcard teams to not only make it all the way to the Super Bowl, but win when they got there. And a bonus second place team that you need to know about, but we're going to get to that. So before you start writing off a team because it didn't win its division, consider this special 6-pack. Let's go back to 1975. The Dallas Cowboys were the first wildcard team to make it to the Super Bowl, but were unable to get past the best team of the decade.
Here's Bradshaw. Bothered from behind. Lynn Swann is open. Got it. Steeler touchdown.
5 years later, the Steelers nor anyone else in the AFC would be able to stop the Raiders, who entered the 1980 postseason as a wild card with a backup quarterback under center. With Jim Plunkett at the helm, Oakland defeated the Oilers and former Raiders starter Ken Stabler before advancing to play the AFC's top seed.
Hogan to the left, Rucker to the right. Shipe is going back to pass, wants to take a shot into the end zone. He looks, he throws, and it's a great play that may have been intercepted, and the Cleveland Browns called on football once too often. Holy Toledo!
One of the most iconic blunders in playoff history, Red Right 88, propelled Al Davis's team to an AFC Championship win in San Diego, and then a complete domination of the Eagles in Super Bowl 15. 17 years passed before the next wildcard team hoisted the Lombardi Trophy. Much like the 1980 Raiders with a veteran in Plunkett, the 97 Broncos were led by an aging but still effective John Elway. However, it was on the back, or the legs, of the hottest running back in the league that Denver would march through the playoffs.
Handoff, Davis running right side. Davis is at the 5, touchdown!
After taking care of the Jags, who ironically had eliminated the top-seeded Broncos the year before, Terrell Davis and company defeated the Chiefs at Arrowhead. A week later, the Broncos needed a big play from another Hall of Famer to advance.
Snap is good, 5-man rush, John throws, pass caught, first down over the 30-yard line, Shannon Sharp, biggest first down of the year, Elway to Sharp for 18 yards, oh baby.
Denver paid off Shannon Sharp's catch with a victory in Super Bowl 32. The gap between these special wildcard teams got much shorter during the salary cap era, as shown by the 2000 Ravens, specifically the 2000 Ravens defense. After crushing the Broncos 21-3, Ray Lewis and friends were back at it against the AFC's top seed.
Good protection. Intercepted by Ray Lewis, and Lewis is on his way. He's going to go for a touchdown. Oh my!
The complete domination by Baltimore's defense did not stop there, as they crushed Rich Gannon and the AFC's top-scoring offense the next week. Yeah, Kerry Collins and the Giants weren't up to snuff either.
Saw it all the way. Yeah, baby!
And the Ravens are the champions of the world.
How about the 2005 Steelers? After losing 3 in a row to the Ravens, Colts, and Bengals near the end of their season, Pittsburgh would have to win out to even earn a wild-card berth. Their reward for doing that? Another trip to division winner Cincinnati.
Got Chris Henry out there, got it inside the 40, inside the 30, taken down, inside the Steelers' 25-yard line by Troy Polamalu.
And you have Carson Palmer is down. Carson Palmer is wriggling around. Timo von Oelhoffen put the hit on Carson Palmer.
After surviving the Bengals, Pittsburgh faced a much stiffer test on the road against Peyton Manning and the Colts. Once again, second-year quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was up to the task, staking the Steelers to a 21-3 lead, and up to the task even when he was down on the ground.
So they got to keep him out of the end zone. Dennis. Bubble the ball! Picked up by Nip Harper. Oh my, Harper with Roethlisberger to beat. Roethlisberger makes the tackle at the 43-yard line. Can you believe this? And really, it was Ben Roethlisberger with a sensational effort. That's a touchdown, if not for Roethlisberger's hustle. 46-yard field goal to tie. And it's no good. He missed it. Not even close. Wide right.
The next week, Big Ben played his best game of the postseason, leading Pittsburgh to Super Bowl 40. But it would be another Steelers passer who made his mark as Pittsburgh won another Lombardi Trophy.
Little toss. Here comes a gadget play. Randall L. He can throw. He was a quarterback in college. And he's thrown a touchdown to Hines Ward in the Super Bowl.
Just 2 years later, Eli Manning was playing equally clutch football for the pesky Giants. And as one of 3 playoff teams from the NFC East, Big Blue was left standing when all was said and done. The Giants forced 3 turnovers in Tampa to advance to Dallas, where they faced the top-seeded Cowboys. Manning got his team going early.
Offset eye left. Manning takes the snap. Back to throw. Swings one left. Wide open Toomer at the Cowboy 40. Sheds a tackle down the left sideline. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Amani Toomer!
After shocking the football world, they upped the ante in the NFC Championship by beating Brett Favre and the Packers at a very frigid Lambeau Field.
Favre back to pass, takes a deep drop, steps up, looking to his right, and the pass intercepted by the Giants at the 40-yard line.
Can he send the Giants to the Super Bowl? The kick is good, and the Giants are going to the Super Bowl.
As if that weren't enough, the most historic run by a wild card team ever would culminate with one of the most historic catches in Super Bowl history, and a 17-14 win over the previously undefeated Patriots. The last wild card team to pull off this unlikely Lombardi run was the franchise the man coached himself, the Green Bay Packers. In 2010, the Bears reigned supreme in the NFC North, meaning Aaron Rodgers and the Packers would have to win 3 in a row on the road to make it to Super Bowl 45. First, Tramon Williams and Green Bay's defense took care of business in Philly. And then Williams was at it again the following week.
Pass is picked off. Tramon Williams, and he may go. They tried to bite off more yardage, and they just got burned.
In the NFC Championship, Dom Capers' zone blitz scheme reared its ugly head against Caleb Haney. As in one of the big uglies took one to the house.
On 3rd down and 5, pressure. Pass is picked off, and who is it? Big B.J. Raji for the touchdown.
B.J. Raji's pick 6 was beautiful, as was Rodgers' play in the Super Bowl, which gave him MVP and made the Packers the 6th team to win a Super Bowl as a wild card. One more note here. Lombardi coached against the Chiefs' Hank Stram in Super Bowl I. While Kansas City's legendary head coach would come up short, he would lead his team to a win in the Super Bowl just 3 years later. The '69 Chiefs lost the AFL's West Division to John Madden's Raiders that year. But they managed to win back-to-back road playoff games, including in Oakland, to become the first non-division winner to go all the way. The wild card moniker would be added a few years later, and the rest is history.
I tell you that baby is there. Yes, sir, boys.